Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today Jay and I are on a bit of a car, what would you call it? Like an event. Well, so as you can see, there's a bit of a convoy of us. We've all taken cars and did some carpooling, but along the way we're going past some of the ruins that we will be having a look at as the day progresses. The first one coming up at the moment used to be an old post office, the Torrens Vale post office, back in the day, a long time ago. So that big old building there is a ruin, and then there's also a smaller one just there, which is a shearing shed. So yes, we are heading out along this road, and we'll take you to our first location as soon as we get there. Wow, this is a very old cemetery. Check out those gate posts. Really thick and old. Did not know this was here. Very interesting. And there's a ruin over there in the distance where that tree is, and the main cemetery just there. So we are currently down much lower looking at some of the gravestones. Some of these date back to the mid to late 1800s. Wow, look at some of these. Very old stones. This one over here, that is, oh, it's so faded, I can barely see it. Somebody by the surname of Dennis, who passed away in 1857. Wow, that's really old. Another much older one on there, another Richard Dennis, member of the Dennis family. Very old. So this stone belongs to Mary Kate Kelly, who died at 45 days old. Wow, that's just a beautiful stone. A whole bunch of kangaroos in the distance. Very interesting. What a peaceful place. Got some more old graves here. Very interesting. Very interesting. Dating back many years. We are now heading into Sampson Hill Road to continue the adventure in our carpooling event. Look at that beautiful big bull. Very lovely. Got some cattle yards and dogs barking in the distance. How's it going, Jay? Jay's driving. Jay, how are you going there?
All good.
All good, all good.
Having a ball.
Having a ball, don't hit the curb. Woo! Let's stay on the road. It's a dirt road. Let's keep going. Sorry about the wobble, everyone, but there's a ruin down there as well. So these are ruins I had no idea existed, so it's a wonderful thing to see. We are still driving. We are heading way on up on top of a hill. So we'll just keep going and take you along. We are now on top of a hill. What an incredible view. We are on top of a hill. There are some dairy cows here. And we are heading through a gate shortly to have a look at another very old historic cemetery. Don't know if you can see, but in and amongst all that tree there's a gravestone there. I can't see who it belongs to. Murch, sorry, James Murch, or a member of the Murch family. Wow, very interesting. And this is possibly a relative of mine, Stephen Stevens, who died in 1890, and Louisa Stevens, his beloved wife. Very interesting to see these things. Just wanted to share it with you. I like this scripture, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord. How very true. What a beautiful headstone. Rest in peace. So I've just been talking to some people, and I've been advised that there used to be roads that came through the paddocks that actually could access the cemeteries much easier than the long way round we travelled. We are now heading back the way we came and going to our next location. You'll notice that mound just in front, that's actually a dam that stores some water in the winter months for the sheep and the cows to be able to have a drink. So yes, a lot of these paddocks have got a few dams about. And there's a big dam down there in the distance that the farmer has already got some sheep and some cattle and cows down there. Plenty of water. We are still travelling along, going to the next destination. Very interesting so far. There's a lot of farmland, as you can see in the distance. Lovely vegetation, a lot of trees, rolling hills. Very, very pretty. On this side it's much the same. I'll just let you look through the window for the time being. It's a bit dusty. There's some properties down there at the bottom of the gully. Beautiful location. What a wonderful, wonderful drive around here. Still going along. There's some farms in the distance again with horses and cattle, and just spectacular. On both sides there's properties just over on this side and some more on this side. A very old stone shed structure ahead. I don't know how old it is or if it's historic as such, but it looks pretty old. Okay, there's a big giant dam here, a lot of water for the cattle and obviously for sheep that might be on the property, if there are any. So we are now on Taverner Road, and this line of pine trees is just majestic. Very, very large, obviously planted in a row for a windbreak. And over in the distance is the original Taverner house, built in the 1850s. Now it's obviously had some you know, remodelling and additions and whatnot to make it more modern, but it's still being used to this day, built from stone. We can't go in there, but I just wanted you to have a look at the wonderful surrounds that this property is on. What a majestic place to live. Just take yourself back to the 1800s. Got all this land, all this beautiful hill here, all this space to have sheep and cows and grow wheat and all sorts of wonderful things. What an opportunity it would have been to have had this back in the 1800s, and the family that still lives there today. Absolutely wonderful that it's still in the family. So now we are on to the next leg of the event, where we will be going to another ruin property and doing a bit of a historical collaboration there. I'll film as much as I can. Bear in mind there are people here who I haven't asked permission for them to be on camera, so I'm trying to do this without involving some of the people that are enjoying their day out without being filmed. So thank you for watching and joining in as best as we can with this situation that is at hand. This is a wonderful location. We are travelling up a dirt road, great scenery once again, a lot of trees, a lot of wildlife I would imagine, and they're just all asleep this time of day. Beautiful location. This is gorgeous. I'd move in with a tent. It's just a great location. Good. How's it going, Jay? You having a good time?
I am. Look at this view. How can you not?
Look at that view. Look at that view. Look at these giant trees. Look at all that firewood. Sensational. Stunning. And a ruin to boot. Just wanted to show you this farm implement. Looks like some sort of a furrow type contraption. Very good. I'm not very good with farm tools, so if you know what it is, let me know. But it's definitely something for furrowing the soil. Very nice indeed. Well down there.
They've tossed a lot of junk in there though.
Wow.
Yeah.
Check it out. Sort of a breather hole, and then on the other side over there is a well just behind that piece of tin that everyone's holding up, and the well was dug by Mr. John Brooke back in the day, the 1800s, back when they didn't have any machinery. That is just spectacular. Look at that. That was the breather hole for the well. I've just found out. Just sensational. The original road to this property went along where those two trees are, and you can sort of see a mark along there to where the poplar gums are, and that was the original road to get into the property, so it was not on the road that we just arrived along, which is quite interesting. What a journey just to get up into their own homes. Just incredible. So we've covered the tin over to protect from anyone falling in. I just wanted to show you a couple of these bones from probably, no, looks like kangaroos maybe, sheep. Interesting. Could our people satisfied? What would that be?
That's a funny one.
Sort of a peg, like a peg, gate.
Not young.
Not young at all. Very interesting. Back you go. You belong. Although that's a bit dangerous, we might put you down that way. And we've arrived at this glorious property. Just have a look at this intricate gate. The gate itself is just so beautiful. And there is a beautiful old church that's been renovated on this property. And the Hurrell family, I think, own this. I'm not 100% sure, but it's just a wonderful little location. But just check out this gate. The intricate work on this gate. Just beautiful. There we go, an old church. And the scenery around this is once again a lot of big pine trees, dirt roads, rolling hills, spectacular. And that lean-to on the side that you see, there was once a different type of lean-to on that side of the property, and the farmer's wife was a midwife, and she used to park her buggy there in the winter because there's a creek at the back, and if the creek flooded she couldn't get over the creek if she was needed as a midwife to deliver babies, so she would leave her horse and buggy parked there, and then she didn't have to cross the river. She could get out and help any of the ladies back in the day if they were having babies and needed a midwife. Very interesting little location. Very interesting. Have a look at that. What do you reckon, Jay?
Yeah, very historical, this one.
This one was renovated by a family that probably still owns it. I'm not 100% sure. And they used to have some weddings on the property and use the church as a building to celebrate their weddings for family and friends. Interesting little place. We'll have a look in a moment. We'll wait for everyone else. But have a look. Just beautiful. Slate floor, big old stone building. There you go, a bit of information. One of the earliest chapels on the south of Fleurieu Peninsula, built in 1867. Wow, very interesting.
Is that the old wagon?
Look at the old wagon. I don't know if it's the original old wagon, but you never know. Certainly try and find out. Old wagon. Wow. Look at this. This is an outhouse carved out of a big tree by the look of it. Wow. Tin walls. That's fancy. Very nice indeed.
Yeah, you don't want to have anything rough. No.
And this is the path that we just walked along, and we've just discovered this is the path that actually led over to the outhouse. So we are inside the church. Have a look at the stained glass. And there's been a little bit of work done to the ceiling. Just walk where the nails are. Just walk where the nails are, because the floorboards look a little bit tender, but spectacular. Wonder what type of wood these floorboards are. Look at that. And there's these original church pews, and this one here has still got the original plaque. Donated in memory of Mr. and Mrs. Isaac Hurrell. Just incredible. Just have a look at these rectangular ended nails. So they would have been all handmade. And just the actual door handle. The real door handle. Let's see what it looks like. Wow. I've got the key.
exact piece looked. The striker, see that there? Brass striker. There it is in its glory.
Great big rocking chair seat. Oh wow, what's this? This looks like it would have been some sort of a water well, perhaps? Yeah. We've got a visitor's book in this church, very old church, and people have written their names, etc., and little comments. So I think one free should write something too. Let's see, what shall we write? There we go, we've entered our name in the visitor's book. This is a giant peppercorn tree. And they often had peppercorn trees. They used to park the buggies and horses under for shade. Just up on this side is a cemetery in that tall grass, which we'll go to shortly. And across the road used to be school. Now it's somebody's home. Very interesting. And there was a church here as well. Yeah. Giant tree, if only it could speak. Magnificent. I think there would have been a few church picnics under this tree. Here we are, up on a ridge, overlooking another beautiful location and another cemetery. Wow, a lot of old cemeteries on this event and this tour. Very interesting. Wow. One of the people in the event.
1908, that was when my grandma was born.
Wow.
In 1908.
So some of the people on this event have got actual relatives that they have researched, come along to this event to try and find the gravestones. So it's become a very joyous afternoon and very celebratory to come along and join in and look for ancestral history. Wonderful. How's the scenery? Check it out. Now all these graves face down in that direction, and in that direction is a church. I'll take you down shortly. This is the church. This is the church that once stood here, and the cemetery we've just walked down from is just up there, and the peppercorn tree's just over there. It's the largest one I've ever seen. So yeah, once upon a time there was a church here. Just found this old gate laying down. We're wondering if this is an original old gate that may have been used. Very interesting mechanism here. Yeah. Another little old, looks like to be a ruin just down in there. Very interesting. Gorgeous property. It's currently a dairy where they milk cattle, or milk cows I should say. So there you go. Another gorgeous property. This property here was built in 1855 by Mr. Murch. Many years ago. Look at that beautiful ivy vine growing up there. Just sensational. Stonework. Wow. Just gorgeous. Look at that old door. Just spectacular. Keyhole. Wow, and the peace lily. Some more peace lilies down there. Wow. So this old home was extended in 3 sections, 3 different times. So very interesting. Look at that stone wall. Oh my goodness. Just imagine somebody's hands actually laid that stone by stone. A person actually did all this work. Or possibly more than one person, obviously, but just the sheer thought. It was all done by hand. And then later, they built a brick outhouse by the look of it. Window up there, tin roof. Interesting. Red brick. The old outhouse door. Wow. Magnificent old tree once again, planted many years ago no doubt, to provide some shade. Just spectacular. Some cows in the distance. And then there's Jay over there and a group of people. What a wonderful, wonderful house. You can see how it's been built. Section 1, then a lean-to, and then section 3. So it's like 1, 2 and 3rd extension. Well, this is our last location, I think, today. Another gorgeous cottage built from stone. There's a little calf over there. Probably a little bit hungry. Yeah. Very nice. Let's go and have a look around this cottage. Once again, beautiful stonework. Beautiful stonework. Oh, look at you. Look at these walls. Hello. Hello. What's this one's name? Duke. Come on. You're a little beauty. Wow, look at the size of that chimney. All these amazing rooms. Very big structure. Slate on the roof. Collapsed. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Look at that stonework all the way around. Timbers. Just spectacular. Take you all the way around. We'll have a look in one of the rooms. Let's have a look. This one looks safe enough to approach. Wow, fireplace in there. Just timber around the top. Rendered walls. Solid home once upon a time. Another room. I believe this may be in the kitchen, I'm not too sure. Very nice. Very historic. And of course, the fireplace. Another view. What was the implement shed, or some sort of a shed where they kept machinery? Well everyone, what an incredible day. A very, very long day, very tiring day. A lot of walking through tall grass and shrubbery, and a lot of fun, a lot of adventure, a lot of stories. Just the most incredible day. Thank you for joining us. I'm sorry for all the bouncing at the up and down and sticking my hand in front of the camera. It's all part of filming things live. Great day. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, really good.
Had a good day?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so good. You can't wipe the smile off my face. It was just incredible. I'd just like to thank a lot of the people from the Yankalilla and District Historic Society. Thank you, Nigel. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you, Rob. Thank you as many people as I can possibly remember. I met so many people, I can't remember their names, but thank you all for a great day. I hope you are watching this, and it's been just a pleasure and a joy to spend the day looking at the history of our wonderful area here on the Fleurieu Peninsula. Look, until next time, thanks for joining me and Jay on an adventure on dirt roads. Bye for now.